I could actually make this happen and make this a good game. Fuck out of here. I'm not joining your weird shit. Honestly, probably it's like, hey, want to team up, man? Nah, that's the challenge. Going in as a solo. Eliminating everyone. You're on your own, buddy. And I'm not trying to get DDoSed. It's crazy. I always go here just because I know someone's there. You know, screw it, I'm going there. Okay. I was about to say, like, I always go there because I know people are there, and I just always lose the fight, though. But maybe I don't go up high this time. Maybe I hold them here at this. You know what? Maybe I hold them over here and just look. Because I could kill them. Because that's what I was thinking. That's why I would just tell like I can make this happen. Because with the SVD, because it's duos to a point. So if I could like generally just pick any one of them off right off the bat, like this fella. Like, if I could generally pick off one, I could most likely take the 1v1 in that sense, even if it's up close to that point. Those guys actually came down from up there, so they're probably looking at the guys over here. They definitely know I shot from over here, that's the thing, though. But, like, if two of them charge me at one time, then I'm kind of screwed. Hey, maybe this could be an Elite Teachers video. We're going with the SVD. See, it's the random games that go with Elite Teach video. Well, those guys are going to engage each other, and I kind of want to get some kills here. So I'm generally not going to waste some time. People are opening up the vault at the moment. So I'm going to actually try and go and intercept them. Intercept them meaning take advantage of them being held up in one spot and hopefully make it to my advantage. I'm gonna use stealth because obviously you get the crate and you're hidden. You didn't know that. There could be the chance someone's here on Sawmill itself, the building. There's also the advantage I could take is just general long range. Is that a guy? No, it's a sign. But I could generally just take long range fights. In a sense. Took that guy out. A lot of people always go up on the roof, but they don't know you could generally take the first and second floor. This guy sat prone there. I just bopped his body. Just bopped him. Sometimes with these scopes, you kind of have to like lead your shots, so that's definitely just something. It's like you also have to know like you're taking in a sniper, so use it as a sniper. Just don't go like charging there, guns blazing, and just think you could like come out there alive. You generally can. Like, I'm not saying that's impossible, but it's to a point to where you most of the time it won't work out, especially nowadays with everyone running H bars and SG1s. But I'm actually gonna go back this way, and because where is the signal? Signal's back there. But do I have... I didn't bring any portables. Because I could also just generally go back this way and... Yeah, those guys are fighting. Because I was about to say I could generally just go back this way and intercept them. I'm not getting the phone also, by the way, just because it's teams of 2. So they could easily outflank me, and obviously... Alright, so those ravens just went off. And they could generally be like up here and still hit the raven, so... I'm gonna retreat and try and go around. It's a bit risky because there's still people who could come from like that direction. But I don't want to go from the low ground and up into these guys. Blowing people's heads off, hell yeah. This SVD is good, it's just to a point where I think I'm just like generally using it wrong. Exactly what I just said before, I'm generally just charging and think I'm gonna pop people 2 times in the chest and just take gunfights like that, but I guess it doesn't work out that way sometimes. I'm actually using it for what it is. Alright, so I don't really know where these guys are at, and I'm at a complete disadvantage here. They could still be hiding there. I feel they would have shot me already. Because, how I ran this direction, I feel they would have seen me already and I would have been dead. It could also be generally like in any of these buildings. They also could have escaped for all I know. Nope, they're still here. So just kind of like a tricky situation. I want to kill these guys, but at the same time, I don't know where the hell they're at. And I don't know if it's 1 or 2. If it's 1, I could take the fight. But if it's 2, I'm at a disadvantage here. And obviously you see no movement, no sound, no nothing. So they're planning to... Yeah, they're definitely planning to get me instead of me getting them. So that's also how you know you're at a disadvantage right now. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to go for this fight. I'm going to be smart about it. Because one, like I said, they're trapping me. I'm not trapping them. And I also have an SVD. So there's that. I could go back this way and hit those guys. There's 4 comm stations. I know it's not this one that someone just used. And it could still be this one. But there's also 2 more up here, so. What we could do is go over here. I'm gonna scan this a bit. See if anybody pops out. Because I generally feel it's the 2 comm stations up in that area. Let's see if these guys come down from the hill. Maybe ambush them, check our back, make sure it's not that one, because I said it could be that one. See, like right now, this is all just about playing smart, bringing in the weapon that you have and using it to its full potential. And using it to its full potential necessarily doesn't mean, hey, I need to get like 50 kills with this thing. Obviously, I know it's not 50 kills, but generally being like, hey, I need to get like all 12 of these guys. That necessarily doesn't mean that. It necessarily means, like I said, this is a sniper, so I'm going to use it as a sniper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all the way back to signal. Use that. And, go from there. Because I could use that, and I could generally just take control of this whole half of the map if I really wanted to. Just knowing everyone's position, knowing the airdrop at least is... It is close to this one, guaranteed, but if I was someone else, I'd be going the exit I'm going towards. And you have to also keep that in mind. Like, even if you're someone like me who's generally just aggressive and goes for kills. See, good thing I found this. But if you're someone who generally is aggressive and goes for the crates, and you have games like this, that necessarily doesn't mean you're doing bad. Just getting out with kills is a good thing. One, you're increasing your encounter. What is it like? Getting out of encounters living, and you come out there with 1 or 2 kills, you know? So you're generally not doing bad for yourself. I also admit I should have brought portables in here. If I brought portables, it would have been a completely different story. But now we're gonna see. So there was a lot of people. This guy, it turned out to be one guy. Look at that. These guys were probably in that building, not gonna lie. And then these guys are coming up here. They just got the crate. They're gonna go there. So I could generally come over here and intercept anyone here. Because also what we might do is, like I said, just because you're not getting a shit ton of kills generally doesn't mean it's a bad game. So I'm going to actually go up here. See if anybody even goes near that exit. If no one does, then I'm just going to be like, okay, that's it. And just get out, you know? Even if you also don't get the crate, that doesn't necessarily mean you're having a bad game. It's getting out alive, and so you also see how I'm being very careful even back here. Because like I said, like, hey, if I were these guys, I wouldn't go for the exit that's closest to me. I also don't know if these are map noise I'm hearing. I'm hearing a lot of noises right now. But also, like I said, just said, considering there's 2 of these guys, I think they're gonna take this exit. It's definitely the smarter decision because they could just cover each other. I do admit, don't ever do that. Don't ever stop and listen unless you're safe. See if we get up here, take this little ridge, maybe. We're fighting down there. Those are the 2 guys. They probably just quit on the crate and just turned back. They ran into each other. I have the high ground here, so I could potentially just destroy these guys. We're gonna see where they're at. Most like, oh, you know what it is? 2 guys probably, yep, there they are. 2 guys probably just quit. I'm also prone there. I don't really want to take that chance. I'm gonna crouch. Kind of in trouble here. See, right now, as much as I want to take these guys out, 1, I can't see shit. And 2, I will die here 100%, So all these, most games aren't necessarily about, hey, who gets the most kills, who gets the crate, who gets a shit ton of loot. It's generally of what this game is all about, survival and looting. Can't always forget that survival game. So necessarily, hey, I got 2 kills, 2 very good clean kills, might I add. But, like I said, a game like this, that necessarily doesn't mean, hey, this was a really bad game. In my opinion, this was a very good game. Got 2 kills, put a bunch of, impact, like pressure on other teams. Guarantee you those guys are still saying right now, I think I'm gonna pop them in their head. It's all about the mind games, but say I generally got 2 kills, 2 headshots, 2 kills as Lone Wolf, 2 headshots as Lone Wolf. Generally got some decently good loot. Used a signal. It doesn't show my max XP, and obviously that's not a lot. But once again, see, like, let's look at this. Kills up, loot value up, encounter play up, survival rate up by 31.82%. See, like, that's what I'm saying. It's generally not all about, hey, let's get a shit ton of kills, let's get a shit ton of crates. It's all about literally what this game is about, survival. So, hope this Elite TJ's video helped. I kind of actually want to cut this into, like, different categories, like what was one, when to push and being aggressive. This is generally just bringing in a weapon, using that weapon to its best advantages, and two, don't ever feel like a game like this is necessarily a bad one. It's not. It's definitely not 100%. We brought in this SVD, we used it to its in full potential. I mean, you guys know me, usually I would bring an SVD and I'd charge head on, being this close to a damn guy, and dying and be like, oh fuck man. But you know, I was like, hey, let me sit back and let me use this as a sniper. Oh, look how that worked out. I think that was a really good game in my opinion.